I think Chris will forever be remembered as the defining CEO who brought this hospital into the 21st century.
The David and Lucille Packard Foundation early on made a large grant because we wanted to make sure that the hospital was carrying out my mother's vision. We also were very interested in making sure that the community joined us in this vision for what our children's hospital could be. The wonder of Chris Dawes was that he took that plan and he took that support and he executed on it.
Chris is a real visionary. He saw very early, as the medical marketplace began to change around us, that there was both a need and an opportunity to create a very broad network to deliver and leverage Stanford's sophisticated care of children to the greater California area. He created what is today the only medical network in Northern California that is exclusively focused on children and obstetrics.
Chris took a pretty good community children's hospital and helped develop it into the finest children's hospital anywhere in the world.
Having interacted with lots of administrative leaders in various institutions, Chris is somebody who really stands out. He's a person of incredible integrity. He's very mission-oriented. He cares about children first and foremost, but he's also really cared about the importance of linking research and discovery to really improving the lives of children.
Chris is an incredible leader because he's able to do the kinds of things that get us all to work harder and harder, including getting dressed up at Halloween. It was an incredible thing to see, and nobody knew who he was because he was completely covered. But that's Chris at his best.
Before mission-driven and core values were buzzwords that we judge CEOs and firms against, Chris lived these. His mission was to provide excellent health care to patients and families at Packard. His core value was to make this health care accessible to as many families as possible.
He led one of the most remarkable transformations in an institution that I've ever seen, and he did it with such a loving touch.
All of us in life and in the roles that we play find ourselves being stewards of the future. Chris Dawes, for 30 years, has been a steward for child health here in Palo Alto and worldwide.
I personally appreciate Chris's generosity as a colleague. He has been a wonderful partner. He's been accessible, responsive, patient, and really has taken to heart all the needs of the faculty.
The thing I admire most about Chris is his integrity. There are a lot of hardworking and smart people, but Chris has the deepest integrity I've ever met.
Successful academic medical centers, successful children's hospitals are all built around partnerships and collaborations. I feel really, really fortunate over the past 5.5 years to have had Chris as a partner. The programs we've helped to build together are going to have enduring impact.
It's easy to think about the new building, the incredible reputation that Packard has developed over the years when you think about Chris's legacy. I think one of the most important things that he has done is encourage an environment, though, where people put mission ahead of their personal goals. He's really created an incredible culture at Packard. It's one based on kindness and honesty, and I think in the end, that may be the most important legacy he leaves to the team, to every child and every family that we serve.
Everybody here has treated us wonderfully. We've got so many people who are almost like members of our family now. Really, you've given us our child and you've given us hope for his future, and there's nothing more we could ask from you than to have this beautiful boy who really is thriving because of everything that this team has done for us.
We appreciate the gifts that you give to so many babies. We're just so grateful that you gave our son life.
You guys make it possible for families like mine to have the best care for their baby, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And what do you say, mister?
Okay, thank you.
Chris, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, for the hospital, and for all the children and families who have been here and who will be here in the future. We all owe you a debt of gratitude.
Chris, we thank you for your leadership, we thank you for your partnership, and most importantly, I thank you for our friendship.
Thank you for being a wonderful colleague, partner, and friend.
Thank you, Chris, for ensuring that Packard was here when my family needed them. and for ensuring that it will be here for all the future families that need the Packard level of care.
Thank you, Chris, for all these years of leadership in carrying out my mother's vision.
Well, Chris, we've had a good time for the last 20 plus years working together, and it's been a wonderful privilege for me. We all thank you for your passion, compassion, thoughtfulness, caring, as you have led us to this level of being able to serve our mothers, our patients, and our families. I have to say that you're a wonderful friend, and we love you.